Hello everyone, welcome to today's show. My name is Spencer Walsh. Thank you so much for joining us here today. We got a good one for you as always. Michael Avenatti says a credible third Kavanaugh accuser will soon come forward. We'll take a look about what's going on there. Seems pretty serious. Kavanaugh and some of his friends boasted about their alleged conquest in a Georgetown preparatory school yearbook. Doesn't sound very good. Also, speaking on the judge, he went on Fox News to defend himself. We'll take a look at some of the clips from that. And the Republicans, after controlling the government for 2 years, decide to double down on talking about how when they get in there, oh goddamn, are they going to repeal Obamacare? That's a great idea. Also, we have a very tasty, very spicy journalism feud, where swear words are used, believe it or not. It is going to get tasty there in our last segment of the day, so stick around for that. You're going to want to see that. All right, so lawyer Michael Avenatti told the press that he is representing a third woman who will come forward to accuse Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh of sexual misconduct in the next 48 hours, somewhere around Wednesday. By the end of Wednesday, he says he's going to plan on doing it. Avenatti told the press to expect a new accusation shortly. It'll relate to how Kavanaugh and his friend Mark Judge behaved at countless house parties. So it seems like it could be a continued pattern of harassment in some shape or form, which could be a pretty big deal. From USA Today now, Avenatti also told reporters that the women whom he did not name has multiple security clearances and will literally risk her life by coming forward. He called her 100% credible and saying that she has multiple witnesses to corroborate her story and would be willing to take a polygraph if Kavanaugh does as well. So this seems like I mean, I know Michael Avenatti is a big grifter like this, but if he's coming out here, like you get the sense he's not just going to come out and say, like, okay, this is a very serious allegation. Give the impression that it happened multiple times. It sounds like something really serious. Without, like, he's going to come with some very serious stuff. Like, he's not going to come to just joke around. Like, he has bigger aspirations than that. He's not going to put something forward there that will get kind of like laughed off. Like, it's going to be very serious. And the fact that he chose to represent this woman, it does say a lot. So, and yeah, obviously you got to wonder what was going on there in that crazy high school that poor woman had to deal with. So yeah, wow. Avenatti did not disclose the alleged misconduct, when the alleged misconduct occurred, or how Kavanaugh and the accuser knew each other. Kavanaugh will testify in front of the Senate Judiciary Committee on Thursday in regards to allegations made against him by Dr. Christine Blasey Ford, who accused him of attempted rape while they were both in high school. Ford also alleged Judge was in the room at the attempted assault. On Sunday, the New York reported that another woman, Deborah Ramirez, had also accused Kavanaugh of assault dating to when they were both freshmen in Yale. So that seems to be what's going on there. Very, very disturbing new allegations there, coming again from Deborah Ramirez. Obviously, something you do not want to see happen. Like, it get to a point like where it's a Supreme Court judge. Like, if you find out about this stuff, like you want to put a stop to it, because it's just some disgusting stuff, and it seems like maybe possibly there could have been more going on at this point in time. So yeah, it seems to be very interesting. So yeah, we're definitely gonna want to monitor that situation. See what Michael Avenatti is going to be coming forward with, because it's going to be interesting. All right, so yeah, let's see what's up with Brett Kavanaugh and his friends tonight. The embattled Supreme Court nominee, Brett Kavanaugh, went on Fox News to defend himself. We'll get to that one next, against allegations that he sexually assaulted 2 women as a teenager and college student. During the interview, the judge went further than just denying these accusations. He also denied knowledge of a culture of misogyny or misbehavior at his elite private high school, Georgetown Prep. When Fox News host Martha McCallum asked Kavanaugh if he's ever had heard of any of his classmates engaging in non-consensual or even consensual sex with women at parties, he strongly denied it. Instead, he represented his high school years as entirely virtuous. He said, "I certainly never participated in any such thing, but I never saw or heard of any such thing I was just trying to be focused on trying to be the number one in my class and the captain of my varsity team, doing service projects, going to church, all those little goody two shoes things that totally happened, and you did all that type of stuff, like for sure. Even though, like, before the New York Times story that we're about to get to, like, we already know that there are multiple people who come out and said, yeah, this was a toxic culture at the high school and at the college where there was some real creepy stuff going on. That's for sure. So, yeah, but a new report from the New York Times claims now that Kavanaugh and friends wrote sexually suggestive notes in their yearbooks, suggesting less innocent realities. So let's just say, let's see, here's the quote from the Times. The word renate appears at least 14 times in the Georgetown Preparatory School's 1983 yearbook on individual pages and in a group photo with 9 football players, including Judge Kavanaugh, who were described as Renate alumni in a reference to Renate Schroeder, then a student at the nearby Catholic girls' school. What? Yeah, that seems to be a little bit disturbing. The Renate alumni, like, you graduated from having sex with Renate. That seems a little bit disturbing. Like, she's actually a woman out there who has to, like, kind of deal with that now, and that seems a little bit embarrassing. So, yeah, 2 of Judge Kavanaugh's classmates say the mentions of Renate were part of their football players' unsubstantiated boasting about their sexual conquest. They were very disrespectful, at least verbally, with Renate, a Georgetown prep student said at the time. Referring to Kavanaugh and his teammates, I can't express how disgusted I am with them then and now. So it seems like from the people who are not trying to get on the Supreme Court, like, it seems there is some serious, or I shouldn't say, there's a little bit more of a concern, a little bit more of a contradiction in the story from the person who is trying to get in the Supreme Court versus the person who's trying to not get on the Supreme Court. He's pretty much painting his high school as like something where conquests were the popularity. He also, by the way, claimed that he was a virgin in high school and remained one for many years after. What a cool kid. No, it's going to be better for him than anything in the in the long run with the people he's trying to impressed there. So the yearbook also makes reference to Kavanaugh's drinking in high school. His yearbook page includes a reference to 100 kegs or bust and calls him the treasurer of the Keg City Club. And you gotta wonder, could that problem with drinking that we know Mark Judge had, and we do know that was pretty popular, like, I mean, it seems like it was pretty popular with Brett Kavanaugh as well. Could that problem have carried in later in life with these very odd debts that somehow maybe it got into gambling, maybe it got into it just made, like, he had some very high debts that were very strange, revolving around a Nationals game. It was just very weird. I haven't really explored it too much, but I know there was something about those strange debts involving Nationals games, and we covered it. We covered it on the show. I think about like 2 months ago, when that first game was like July 13th or something like that, but I'm not sure. Yeah, so if you want to go look back for a coverage on that, that would probably be a pretty smart idea. I mean, I'm just saying. Yeah, but still. Yeah, so Dr. Christine Blasey Ford, who accused Kavanaugh of attempted sexual assault in high school, describes him as being very drunk at the time of the attack. Deborah Ramirez as well, who accused him of exposing herself to her in college, reported the same. Earlier this morning, Dolphin was one of the 65 women who signed a letter attesting to knowing Kavanaugh in high school, supporting his nomination and their belief in his good behavior. Now, Dolphin said she was unaware of the jokes Kavanaugh and others made about her when she signed the letter. I only learned about these yearbook pages a few days ago. And I don't know what Renate alumnus actually means. I can't begin to comprehend what goes through the mind of 16, 17-year-old boys who write such things, but the insinuation is horrible, hurtful, and simply untrue. I will pray their daughters are never treated that way, and I have no further comment. Oh, apparently the person was named Renate Dolphin was the name of the person who's talking about the Renate alumni. It said, I could swear, It said Renee Schroeder, but maybe that was, it must be like her married name or something, Renee Dolphin, which is very strange. So it's still, Renee is the first part of the name that matters. Still pretty much they're calling themselves Renee alumnus, and Renee was a person who went to another school at the same time that was very nearby. It was a Catholic girls' school. So, I mean, you can put two and two together there, I think, is what we can all do there. So Alexander Walsh, who was a lawyer for Kavanaugh, responded. Kavanaugh was friends with Renee Dolphin in high school. He admired her very much, and he admires her to this day. Judge Kavanaugh and Miss Dolphin attended one high school event together and shared a brief kiss goodnight following that event. They know such other encounter. The language from Judge Kavanaugh's high school yearbook refers to the fact that he and Dolphin attended one night school together and nothing else. Really, Renee alumnus, is that one? It's just a quick little kiss. Good. Nothing else. Yeah. Dolphin denies that she ever kissed Kavanaugh. I think Brett must have me confused with someone else because I never kissed him. But yeah, maybe they were up to some more things there. According to the Times, the yearbook candidates references the KKK, but not on Kavanaugh's page. It's a little strange. These guys weren't any different than the other high school boys across the country, says Suzanne Maton, a friend of Kavanaugh's from high school, told the Times. I just had to hang out with those boys, and many other other girls did too, because they were fun, and they were safe, but they were respectful. Kavanaugh's classmates pictured in the football photos say that the references to Dolphin were innocent, but others dispute the framing. Those guys weren't big on crushes. William Fishburne, another member of Kavanaugh's graduating class, told the Times, I think they felt if a girl didn't want to date them, they must be gay. I'm serious. Yeah, so apparently they were one of those people. They were one of those people, those classy guys, which is just great stuff there. So, all right, so Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh is pushing back, as we know now, on now a growing list of women who claims he sexually assaulted them, making an unprecedented appearance on Fox News, a network famous for shielding sexual predators. So yeah, we had a couple clips to play. We will play them for you, and then we'll talk about them afterwards. This is courtesy of Fox News.
Did you guys ever look at each other and say, I'm out, this is enough, just isn't worth it?
I'm not going to let false accusations drive us out of this process, and we're looking for a fair process where I can be heard and defend my integrity, my lifelong record of promoting dignity and equality for women, starting with the women who knew me when I was 14 years old. I'm not going anywhere.
All right, so there you have it. He is really not going anywhere there. So the appearance on Fox News, though, was actually quite unprecedented, and seemed to be part of pretty much a carefully calibrated attempt by the White House to try to regain its footing after multiple women came forward to allege assault or misconduct by Kavanaugh. So it's really hardly a surprise that appearing on TV to make his claim, bucking decades of tradition in which Supreme Court nominees stay effectively silent outside the confirmation process, Kavanaugh would choose to do so again on Fox News, a network formerly headed by current White House Communications Director Bill Shine, who is accused of aiding and abetting Roger Ailes' years of alleged sexual harassment. And of course, we all know about Bill O'Reilly and his sexual harassment. We all know about Eric Bolling, I think, was accused of sexual harassment. There was a bunch of people in Fox, so it seemed like it was really a culture of sexual harassment, which was really actually quite disturbing there. So as we know, or that we could be the fact that Kavanaugh was also paired with Martha McCallum, that was the interviewer, and the person who, so Martha McCallum was the interviewer, and she also pointedly defended Ailes with her after the initial claims against him were made. And a sign of seriousness with the network takes these things. The Five also played a snippet of Dua Lipa's New Rules while introducing one of the clips during its show. So that's interesting there. So they were previewing it. They're like, I got new rules, I got no. Because that's how the song goes. And another